Hey guys, so I was thinking about video games the other day, and I wondered, why aren't more games like Mass Effect? I mean, Mass Effect was pretty much the best video game series of all time, right? Okay, don't answer that. My point is, Mass Effect got a lot of things right, so here are 5 reasons why other games should be more like Mass Effect. Reason number 1, Renegade interrupts. I'm not gonna lie, my Commander Shepard is a bit of a dick. She's loud, brash, unorthodox, and just not very nice overall. And as much as I hate to say it, it gives me more than just a little bit of happiness every time this symbol pops up. BioWare gives me a lot of opportunities to use it. But imagine if conversation interrupts were like that in other games, like Half-Life.
Hurry the heck up. Come on. Crap.
Or Dead Space. Games can only benefit from rudely interrupting people just to punch, maim, or murder them. Not to mention, being rude opens up even more skill trees to be even ruder. Reason number 2, Reapers. The Reapers are some of the craziest nightmare baddies ever. They're giant, unfeeling machines that look like hideous space spider squid, and they either impale all of your friends and family just to turn them into glowing, crispy cyborg murder husks, or liquefy them and turn them into robot blood for a 7-story alien version of the Terminator. So what does that all mean? We should be putting them in other games too. For example, Skyrim. Just as Commander Shepard can't be too loud while he's scanning the galaxy for other people's resources to use in his war, the Dragonborn, for example, shouldn't yell Froussard too loudly or... Reason number 3. Character customization. Mass Effect, Dragon Age Origins, Skyrim. What do all 3 of these games have in common? Aside from giant overarching plots and thousands of side quests, a fantastic character creator. And while some are a little more robust than others, they all serve the same purpose, to let the player be the player. We no longer live in a video game age where being player 1 is enough. We have to become the main character. Or rather, the main character should become us. The tough decisions you have to make in the world of Mass Effect are only that tough and hard to make because it's not what player 1 is scripted to do. It's your choice. It actually affects what's going to happen next. Without that, you're just Gordon Freeman, crackshot extraordinaire, running around Half-Life, attempting to save the world just because the only direction you can walk is forward. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there's only so long you can play Half-Life before it just turns into shoot this headcrab zombie, shoot that headcrab zombie, throw the can at the guard's face for the achievement. Allowing a player to create themselves through the many choices in a game, as well as giving them a very real identity with which to make those choices, is a very beautiful thing. Not to mention some of the creepy stuff you can do with it once you've logged 500 hours into the single-player campaign. Reason number 4. Fully fleshed out side characters. Tali'Zorah Vast Normandy, Garrus Vakarian, Ashley and Kate, Mordin Solus, Beefcake. Commander Shepard isn't the only character with a fleshed out backstory and the scars to prove it. Even from Game 1, Mass Effect has built a giant world with hundreds of events in its game's history. And you see that world from the eyes of its inhabitants. A religious Hanar and a judgmental CSEC officer. A banker for the enigmatic Shadow Broker, a character that comes back throughout the whole series. And even Conrad Werner.
I thought you were a hero! Heroes don't do things like this!
These characters keep coming back time and time again. They all live in a world that exists separately from your Commander Shepard. They make their own decisions, they have their own motivations, and they're never hesitant to let you know about them. Without any of this, you're just Master Chief, in another chapter of your epic saga to keep being epic. And I'm going to put an asterisk here. I'm a big fan of Halo, don't get me wrong, but when 90% of the storytelling of your game is told outside of the game, in books and expanded universe materials, the impact of the game loses its strength. I personally feel that it's a great testament to BioWare's writing staff, who, despite their shortcomings, pay a great deal of attention to details. NPCs who have 3 lines of dialogue in the first game continue to show up in the second game and the third game, growing and evolving over time, just like Commander Shepard. The character development isn't just for main characters, or even side characters. NPCs get the same treatment, and it makes the Mass Effect universe shine so much brighter. And I know lots of RPGs do this, but there seems to be a certain sheen about the way Mass Effect games handle it. Reason number 5. Fully voiced characters. I know this kind of falls under the category of character customization, but I feel like it needs its own spot. One of the hardest things to do in video game development is voicing characters. Audio is one of the biggest assets in a production in terms of file size, and it's also one of the biggest things that breathes life into your game. Yet, without a voice for my character in Skyrim as the Dragonborn, or for Gordon Freeman in Half-Life, I have exactly the same motivation to move forward. Because there's an arrow on my mini-map. Call me crazy, but I kinda want more of a reason to go forward other than the waypoint says go north. For example, Dead Space. Dead Space 1 is a pinnacle of modern survival horror games. There are moments in that game that legitimately creep me out to this day. During Dead Space 2, we finally hear Isaac Clarke speak for the first time, and his motivations become ours. We don't follow the instructions over the radio because it's the only thing to do. We do it because Isaac wants to get away from the bloodthirsty alien zombies who want to eat him, and so do we. If a gamer has a soundtrack to feel along with, as it were, the main character's motivations and feelings become theirs as well. Immersion in the gameplay and story becomes so much simpler to fall into, and suspension of disbelief becomes much easier as well. Commander Shepard, no matter how you play Mass Effect, has a story arc that has its own ups and downs. No matter how courteous or pig-headed your Shepard is, they always have something different to say. And one last side note. When I say fully voiced, I mean fully, not just copying and pasting every grunt, moan, and pant. Otherwise, you end up with Tomb Raider 2013. A remarkably fun game with tons of polish, but every cutscene is... Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, and feel free to list any other points you feel I might have missed down in the comments below. My name is RenderBlogger, and...
I should go.
Once again, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please click through to the deviantART links that I have listed in the description below, and visit the fantastic people whose artwork that I used here. Also, all game content and cinematics are licensed under fair use, including that music that you've been listening to. Some snazzy stuff. Go click it.